Okay, so today in this class, we are going to learn about the AWS. Right? In our last two classes, we already have discussed about the cloud basics. What is cloud computing? What is the why you should learn cloud, and what is the benefit? What is the market share? What type of cloud, type of services? What are the service providers available in the market? And the few key terms, right? All these things we have learned in our last two classes. So now I'll show you, as I said already, that we are going to learn AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services. So web services, we are going to get it through the web applications or web sites or web services, right? So Amazon provides, like, if I go to those aws.amazon.com, let's go to AWS, just make it a note, aws.amazon.com. Okay, hit enter, you'll be landed into their website, right? aws.amazon.com. So we'll see there, they have their website, everything they have given, what is their products. Okay, these are their products. There are more than 500 products available in the market, AWS market. Okay, more than 500 services. So we are not going to learn each and every services. I'll just grab only 20 to 25 services which we are going to learn, and the rest of the things are similar to that, and you can easily do that one. And what are the market popular, what are the mostly used services we are going to learn. Okay, and they have solutions, pricing, everything will go slowly, don't worry about that. Okay, now, so it has very good rich documentations. Every services we are going to learn have a very good rich documentations they have, and you have to follow the documentation to get mastery on that and to do the certifications. If you are interested to do the AWS solution architect or your AWS cloud practitioner certifications, any AWS certifications, better you just go and focus and learn the details from their documentation, and they have complete details about the services in their documentations. Not only they, every service provider, every tools, every technology we use, everything is documented. And all the companies who provides those products or applications or services, they have their documentations, and you have to always follow. And in our upcoming classes, whatever we are going to learn with the cloud or with the DevOps or any Python or whatever, we have to follow the documentations. I'll show you how efficiently you use the documentations. Okay, so documentation will see the later page of the classes. Okay, and they have lots of other things. I'm not going to go each and everything now. Let's go there and just how to create an account first. The first thing is you have to create an account with Amazon Web Services with AWS. So let me click on this, sign into the console. Okay, and once you sign in, click on this, sign into the console, you will have these options, right? And as you don't have any user ID or user created it, you can just go ahead and create a new AWS account. Okay. So before going to this new, creating new AWS account, let me show you and explore something about the pricing, how you use it, and what are the free tier services available, and how long you'll get those services as free, right? So let's go to the pricing. And you can see here, learn about AWS pricing. We have AWS pricing calculator. We have AWS free tier and all. So optimize your cost. All these options, whatever they have given, they have different meanings and different usage. So what is this AWS pricing calculator dodge? So if you are working as a AWS solution architect or a cloud architect, you better should know how to calculate the pricing of the services you are going to use. Normally what happened, whenever you're working for any organization, any company, Or if suppose you are working an architect, you are working as a solution provider, solution architect, you should not blindly select the services or blindly select the products or applications and keep it for your requirement. No, you have to always focus in your mind how you will save the cost for the company. There will be thousands of products available, there are thousands of services available in the market. So you have to choose carefully whatever the services are particular use or suit for your requirement, and what is the cost and what benefit you will get it out from that, and what is your budget. Based on your client budget, based on your product budget, you have to select the services. There, AWS pricing calculator helps you to find and calculate precisely whatever the things you need to use. Okay, that's what AWS calculator does. We'll see it later when we calculate the services. Okay, now let's focus on this AWS free tier. What it says, let's click on this AWS free tier, and you'll see types of offer. They are giving 3 types of offer. They're offering, that's why they are market leading cloud service provider now. Free tier, they have free tier, they have 12 months of free, they have always free. Always free money. That services, whatever you are going to use, right? The services, whatever you're going to use, are always free. You can access anytime, anywhere, as long as your account is active. 12 months free means when you registered with AWS, with Amazon, from that day to 12 months, your account, that account, whatever you been created, will have 12 months of free services. And remember, there are not all services are 12 months free. That conditions applied also there. Terms and conditions are there. Okay. And they have free tier. Short-term free tier offers start from the date you activate your particular service. There are few services which they give you for like 30 days free trial, 7 days of free trial, right? 60 days of free trial, like that they provide. And few services they provide 12 months of free, and there are few services which are always free. Okay. And if you see here, explore the top product category. As we are going to learn today the compute services, let me focus on the compute services. Let me tell you what are the free services we're going to see. See, the compute, if you select this compute part alone, right, we'll see here, we have the free tier, like 12 months free. Amazon EC2, they are giving 750 hours per month. 750 hours per month. That means you can use Amazon EC2 machine, that Elastic Cloud Compute, for 750 hours per month until 12 months. This is 12 months free, right? Also, there is some terms and conditions available. Like we have, let me just 750 hours per month of Linux, RHEL, and SLES T2 micro or T3 micro instance, depending on the region. Only T2 micro instance type. Don't stretch on this word, whatever I'm telling now. Instance type and all will learn shortly. Okay. Only T2 micro, which are free, and there are also very limited things they are giving you free, and which is also more than enough for you to do practice. That is the plus point. To do your own R&D, that is more than enough. Okay, so what the rest of the things they are providing AWS Lambda, 1 million free requests per month, Amazon Lightsail, Elastic Load Balancing, Imagine Elastic Container Registry, all these things. We'll learn everything in our class. These all are different services. This one, this one, this one, this one. We're going to learn everything related to compute. Okay. See, compute has many services, but only these 5 they are providing free. Only these 5 they are providing free. The rest of they'll charge you. Okay. Now, let's check about. So pricing we'll discuss further again more when we learn the services, each services. Okay. Now let's move on to register yourself and create an account first. Okay. Sorry. So what you can do here, we can just go and create a new account. And here lots of things you have to also remember and know. So while you do the sign up, guys, okay, root user is your email address. Root user email address used for account recovery and some administrative function. The first time when you register, the email ID you provide will be your root account. Remember, the email ID you will provide will be your root account, and that you may get questions in the interview also, in the certifications also. Okay. The email ID you provide while registering with AWS, it will be your root account, and that will have complete administrative access. And that account can also delete, that email ID can be used to delete your account also. So be careful about the email ID, whatever you use, and keep it very secret. Okay. So what you do here, provide your email ID, then just give an account, give an account name, and then verify your email address. Okay. So once you verify your email address, then it will ask you to do something. Okay. Can somebody ping me your email address so that I will just show you a demo of at least creating. I already have used my few of email address. I don't want to use again. Any one of you just ping your email address. I'll pick it and use that one to demonstrate how to use and create the account. I'll show you, I'll not create the account. I'll show you the process how to create. Then I'll close it. Then you can create that. Okay. So Karthik has provided his email ID. Let me use this one. Okay. So, and the account name, suppose I'll give us Karthik, something like this, Karthik. Okay. Then verify email address. So Karthik, you can just ping the verification code, get it from your email ID and tell me the verification code.
Yeah, 60 52 70.
Good. Now let's verify it. It's you. Your email address has successfully been verified. Now you have to set your user password. Okay. So I'm just setting the user password. I'll share with you separately, Karthik. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. So here now they'll be asking for contact information. How do you plan to use AWS? Whether for business purpose, like whether you are an organization or a company, you are going to use it for work, for a school, for organization, with, or for your own project to learn something, right? You can select personal. Select personal, give a full name here. Suppose I'll give Karthikeyan. You can edit your name later on, Karthik, okay? If it is required. So Karthikeyan. Then just mobile number, and you have to select like India, right? So select India number here, 91, and just tell me your mobile number, please.
8939
8939
4040
4040.
43.
Okay, now what you can see, okay, country or region, you can select like, just type India. Okay, address, just provide provide city and all, then step 2 of 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to proceed with, because that will ask lots of things which I'll tell you now. Okay, so you have to provide all this. First you have to select personal. Okay, then okay, let me just go to here.
600047.
600047. Yes, then select I have it. Step 2 of 5. So here it will ask you the credit card informations. Okay, here it will ask the credit card informations. You have to provide your credit card information. So guys, you'll be worried, thinking like, if I provide, they may charge you. No, they'll charge. See, what says will not charge you for usage below free tier limits. We may temporarily hold up $1 USD, an equivalent amount in local currency, as a pending transaction for 3 to 5 to verify your identity. So once you provide your debit or credit card number, they will charge you just, they have given here $1, but they charge for 2 rupees, I think, not more than that. They charge for 2 rupees and they return back those 2 rupees. Okay. After 1 or 2 days, they'll return back the 2 rupees. They will not charge single penny. They are so good in the market, they'll not charge you the single penny from you until unless you use beyond the free tier services. Okay, so you have to provide your credit and debit card details, expiration details, and everything. All is very simple. You have to just go through and verify. And step 3 and step 4, they'll ask you for the like, what purpose, are you a student or anything, like you have to select yes, I'm a student, not for business purpose. You just wait for student, as a student or as a own R&D work or learning development work, learning purpose. You can select it and then continue. So once you verify and continue, it will create the account. Okay, so I'm not going to create the account. So Karthik, I'm just leaving it out from now itself. So you can go ahead. I'll set the password. If they'll ask you from the the path where you have stopped, they might ask you the password. I'll share with you. Okay, so you can just use that one.
Okay.
So you have to register your account. So as I said, once you register your account, that account will be your root account. We will make sure that you secure your email ID and the AWS password. AWS password, you have to secure it. Nobody should get access to that. Otherwise, it has the complete administrative access and it has the power to delete your account. Okay, it will be deleted. Okay, now what we have to do, let me just ask, once you get registered, once your account gets created, we can just log into the aws.amazon.com to the console. Okay, so it's still asking me to complete the sign up. As I left in between, right? It is asking me to complete the sign up. So Karthik can do its sign up. Okay, now let me log back in. So I have already few accounts I'm going to use. So once you get your account and password, you have to log in that using the email ID and password, and you will be landed into the console home. This is the Amazon Web Services console home. Now, how will you use this console home? There are lots of things are there, right? How will you use this one? See, as a welcome things they provide you getting started with AWS documentation, training and certifications, how we have to do the training and certifications and documentations. Everything is available here. Okay. So if you are going to get mastery on the cloud computing, you have to learn more. This cloud computing class will take more than 6 months to get you mastery. Okay. More than 6 months if you learn every day. So once you get landed into this console home, we'll have just look into this top side. In the left hand side, we have services. You can see we have the services, right? So if you click on these services, these are the services they have currently available based on the region. Okay. So how you'll select the region, I'll tell you later on. Okay. So these are the services. Suppose how you will select the services. Suppose your requirement is to get or create one game, or want to create a game for your company, or suppose you are working for a gaming platform, a gaming company, and you want to develop a game. So if you go here, they have a good service, the game service, game development, right? If you click on this game development, they have these two services available for the game development. One is Amazon Game Lead, another one is Amazon Game Spark. So if you want to work on the containers, they have these services available. Elastic Container Registry, Container Services. If you want to work on compute, they have these many services for compute. If you want to work on databases, they have these database services available. If you want to work on machine learning or IoT, Internet of Things, machine learning, they'll have all these machine learning services. Lots of like machine learning services they have, right? So this is how you have to find a service and work on. Now, if I go for analytics, if I go for storage, suppose if I go for storage services, these are the storage services available. Okay. Now, this is how you have to find a service. This is one way. Another way, if you know the service name, you can directly search it here. Even though if you don't know the service name, even though you just search for a keyword, it will list you the services. Suppose I need a storage service, right? So the other is a storage service. One of the storage services is S3. If I type S3, it will give me the S3 Glacier and all these things it comes, right? If I don't remember the service name as S3, and I know I have some requirement on the storage, so I can just search for storage. So you can give the storage type of storage available. See EFS, FSX, S3. Then you'll, yeah, I need this S3. Then select on that, then you'll use the S3 services. Okay, this is how you have to select or choose your services. Okay, now if you go a little bit here, you'll find here one cloud cell that we'll learn later. What is this cloud cell? That means you have to execute something in the cloud cell whenever you want to work it. There you'll find notifications. What are the notifications available? And here, the most thing is the region. Currently, my account is selected for Mumbai region. Okay, if I just do click here, it will show me the list of regions available at AWS. We have the Northern Virginia, US East. The region name is US East, Northern Virginia, and right side you will see here, this is nothing but your region code. Remember, this is most important. You have to not exactly to remember everything here, but you should know what the region code looks like, or how it could be, and where you can find the region code. Okay, so here the region code US East 1, US-East-1 is the region code for US East Northern Virginia. For US East Ohio, we have US East 2. Similarly, we have multiple for Northern California, Oregon, all these. For Asia Pacific, we have in India only one region currently, which is AP South 1. AP-South 1, right? And we have Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. We have Northeast 2, 1, AP South 1, Asia Pacific. We have Canada, we have Europe, South America, all these regions available. So what happened here? You can see here, these are the regions currently available. And if you go down a little below, these are the regions that are not enabled for this account. That means whatever the account I have used, these regions are not available currently. Might be when you register, these accounts I have created maybe long back. That's why these regions are not active now. If you may create a new account, these regions might get reflected on your side. But for me, it gives us the disabled one. So as I said, in our first class, there is another region is going to be created in Hyderabad. You can see here, Asia Pacific, Hyderabad, AP South 2. AP South 1 is AP-South-1 is Asia Pacific Mumbai, and another one is the Asia Pacific Hyderabad. That is nothing here, AP South 2. So these are the two regions in India currently. Okay, and we have Jakarta, Hong Kong, Zurich, Spain, Bahrain, and all this. Even Abu Dhabi also, United Arab, right? United States also, United Arab. So Middle East we have also. Now these are the regions. So how you'll select the regions and how the services will be selected. So the services you have to choose based on the regions. All services will not be available to all regions. Okay, so whatever the regions you're going to work, that region you have to find those particular services and then you have to work on. Now you'll be thinking, right? How will choose the regions and how will select the services? Can anybody tell when should I go for the region selection? In your anything, if it is wrong, it's okay also. In your mind, in your own thinking, when should I select the region? When should I go for a different region?
For a private use, I think.
No. Okay, it's very simple. It's very simple. When you want to use the services on that particular region, then you have to select that region, right? If I want to use the services from Mumbai in India, then why should I select the region for Singapore? Or why should I select region for Hong Kong or America? I should select the region in the Mumbai where I have those particular services, I have to use it. And suppose the requirement comes like that particular service is not available for Mumbai region. In that case also, I have to select and go to the region where that particular service is available. And again, how you have to choose? Based on the nearest region. So for us, the nearest region will be, if we find in Mumbai region it's not available, then we'll search for in the Hyderabad region. If it is not available, then nearest will be Singapore, Hong Kong, right? All this will be nearest. Then you have to search there. And if not even find, then we have to go either America, California, Northern Virginia, and all, right? Those kind of. So selections happens based on your requirement. If you are going to set up a server in Singapore, so what should I do? I have to create the server in the Singapore region only, not in the Mumbai region. If I create in Mumbai region and our customer I'm targeting in Singapore region, then it will be a waste of time, waste of money, and waste of time also, because all the customers they will target and the server is in Mumbai, heavy traffic, and the network latency will be more, and you have to pay more for that, right? That's a good idea for the architecture to design this, to select a server to targeting the customer in Singapore, right? So we'll learn all these things in detail in our networking stuff. Don't worry, guys. Okay, this is I'm just giving you overview. Now this is how you have to select. Now suppose I want to go for Northern Virginia. What I'll do? Remember, guys, this US is Northern Virginia is the AWS R&D center. Northern Virginia is AWS R&D center. That means all new services, whatever they create, they do testing in this service, this region only. That will they first introduce in this region, and then once it is successfully working and success, then they will send to other regions based on their customers. Okay, so based on the customers, they provide the services, right? That is completely business, completely market, right? So if I select Northern Virginia now, be careful again. Whenever you are selecting the region, be careful. Suppose what happened, you have selected a region and you have created some services, and tomorrow suppose you selected other region and you forget to remove or delete or stop that service, unnecessary you have to pay for that one. So remember, whenever you work on the any services, try to stop or delete that service on the same day. Once you do practice, delete it. Don't worry, I'll show you slowly once we move on using the services. Okay. Now, if I do the select the Northern Virginia, if I go the services, I may find more services available here. I may find more services available in the Northern Virginia. See, I have more services available here. We have this. We have this quantum technologies. We have robotics and all. See, AWS RoboMaker. Now we have this quantum technologies. We have this networking and content delivery, CloudFront. Even this is available for Mumbai region also. Okay, this is how we have to use it. Now you are good with region, and I'll ask definitely questions and definitely get lots of questions on this. And you should know when to use the region and why to use the regions, why to choose the regions. Okay, now let me go out from this Northern Virginia and select Mumbai. So the Mumbai region is now selected, and here the account name and account details. So this is your account ID. This is your 12-digit account ID, unique account ID. Okay, and this is your username. PSY I have given is the username. So like for Karthika, when I was creating, I gave a username like Karthik, right? Same thing, whatever username you provide, it will display here. And the account information, organization information, billing dashboard, security credentials, settings, all these things we'll learn later on. Okay, if you want to select account, it will give all the account details of your AWS. See, what is the bills and all. I have estimated for February for bills. If I see here, they're giving $0.04. So I'm under still free tier, and I'm using whatever the services. So they are charging, but under free tier it will get negative, and I'll not pay anything for that. It will become 0. They are predicting for February 2023. Let's see what was the price for January 23. Okay, so it is $0.13. It is $0.13. So they have charged me in January 10 rupees. I have to pay 10 rupees. Okay, otherwise if I don't pay for 3 months, they will suspend my account, deactivate, and again I have to pay and make it active. Now, so how you'll see here, you can see the charges being made for EC2, Elastic Cloud Compute. I have used in Asia Pacific Mumbai. I have used the amount, see, 131 hours. That is perfectly fine. They have put it $0. So how many hours free, guys? Monthly?
750 hours.
Yes. So why slow, guys? 750 hours, because we just learned, right? So they give 750 hours monthly free. I have used only 130, right? That's why they have put it 0. They have not charged it because I have only used 130 hours monthly for in January month. But they have charged for EBS, Elastic Block Store. We have a single day class, separate class for EBS alone. Okay, Elastic Block Store. They have charged me for this one. So why they have charged it for this one? If you read this, you'll not understand. Don't worry about that once we cover. So they have actually EBS here. They have given a very tricky and clever things, and very the terms and conditions are very strict here. So what happens here? They are giving the server to use 750 hours, but the storage, the EBS, the root volume, they have given only up to 30 GB free. Only up to 30 GB free. If you use less than 30 GB, you don't have to pay anything. If you use beyond 30 GB, you have to pay. Be careful. Okay. Anyway, don't worry. Once we work on the EC2, that time I'll tell you. Okay. And you can see here, I have used less than 30 GB per month. That's why they have not charged me anything. Right? If you use more than 30 GB, they will definitely charge. But I have used something which is not free. That is the snapshot data. So how much they provide free? Only 1 GB of snapshot data they provide free. If you have taken any snapshot or backup, they only provide free for 1 GB data. After that, they will charge you. So they have charged me for 2.161 GB, and which is $0.11. Again, GST they have collected on top of this. So total it cost. Why I'm telling all this, guys? This is very important for you to understand as a solution architect. As a cloud solution architect, as you have to understand all this costing, because you have to provide the solutions to your company. You need to understand each services, the prices, the cost, how much they're charging, how much you have to save the cost for your company, right? So it is kind of the on-premises, whatever the data center, if you have created your own data center, to manage, to purchase, to use everything, you have to pay some price. Similarly, for cloud, whatever the services you are going to use, you have to pay the prices. And you should know where to use and what to use and how much time you have to use. Or else unnecessary, you have to pay more money for that. Okay, we have lots of other things we'll see once we have a section or class on the particular accounting part. That time I'll show you how you have to calculate another. Okay, for January this much. Let's see for December how it is. Was there anything? Again, for December also, because of that snapshot which was created, I have not deleted. Same thing, they have charged again in the December. Only again, maybe in the February also they'll keep me charging for the snapshot, right? Okay, maybe after this class I'll delete the snapshot. I think the snapshot which I'm not using but still there. That's why they are keeping me charging this one. Okay, now so this is about all these things. Okay, before that, let's move on to the. Okay, guys, I'll just go 10 minutes more. I hope nobody has any concerns, right? So let's discuss about the EC2 and all the theoretical part maybe in our upcoming classes until the things, right? Okay, so what is the EC2? As I said, the services, how you'll find it out, you can just go to the compute part here and you'll find this EC2 here, right? EC2. So before using this EC2 service, let's understand what exactly the EC2 service is. It is nothing but Elastic Compute Cloud, or you can say Elastic Cloud Compute. Okay. So if I go and use this one, before that, you should know what is this. Now, imagine Elastic Compute Cloud or Cloud Compute is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. Secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. So the compute capacity. What is the compute capacity? The compute capacity is the compute. Whenever you go and purchase a laptop or a desktop to make a server, so what you have to consider about? You have to consider about your block storage, like your hard disks. What is the storage? Whether it is 1 terabyte or 10 terabyte or 100 terabytes, based on your requirement, you have to purchase, right? Then the memory, the RAM, the memory. What is the memory size do you need? The processor, the storage, everything that comes under the compute capacity. This comes under the compute. So that will see this compute capacity will further calculate and see and learn more detail in our instance type. I was talking about instance type in one of the things, right? That instance types will learn how the compute is getting calculated, used in particular instance type. Okay. So what is the EC2? EC2 is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. Very simple. One line statement, one line answer. What is EC2? Is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. There are various EC2 options like on-demand, reserved, spot, dedicated host. So what is on-demand? It allows you to pay fixed rate by the hours, by the second and all. So guys, I think let's do the directly exercise one thing. I'll just go ahead and show you. I think in our upcoming classes, I'll discuss about more on this. Let's do a small lab so that you can also get motivated and also feel like to work and do the practice. Okay. So what I'll do here, I'll just teach you all this about EC2. Just before knowing how EC2, exactly what is it and how it works, let me just create and show you how you can use also. Most of you might have worked on Linux platform. So today I'll show you how to create and provision, how to provision or procure a Linux platform on the cloud. So what do? Go to the services, go to the compute section and EC2, click on the EC2 services here. Once you click on this particular EC2 or particular services, you will be landed into their dashboard. You'll be landed into their lab dashboard. Okay. Be careful. Here there is something has changed, and I want you to find it out. Something which I should not use that. What is that?
Maybe region.
Yes. The region, be careful. When you create the services, be careful to find the region, because whatever service you use, it may be charged you because you are using the different region than what you should use it, right? Suppose for me, it is, I should use for Mumbai region. I don't have anything in the north. See, if you see here for Northern Virginia, I don't have anything available here. Nothing is running. Instances 0, instance load balancer 0, snapshot 0. Everything is 0. Security group is only 1. But if I just select the if I select the region as Asia Pacific Mumbai will find it here, I would have few servers running there or available. So it's just okay. See, guys, this is the snapshot. I have one which is charging me actually. Every month 10 rupees I'm unnecessary paying for that. I forget actually, I created it, but I forget to delete this snapshot. This is for this one only I'm paying. But for Mumbai region, I have one instances, means one server I have, one volume I have. I have 8 security groups, I have 4 key pairs. Okay, let me quickly delete this snapshot. You'll not understand, but let me delete it. Okay, let it be there. After this class, I'll delete it. So once you go to the C2 dashboard, you'll find lots of, and see, each sections, don't get confused, don't get we hurry to know in one go itself everything. So we have lots of things, and EC2 compute and EC2, these particular things will take at least 1 month of time to complete. There are lots of things. We have to learn volume, we have to learn AMI, we have to learn snapshot, we have to learn security group, elastic IP, key pairs, load balancer, auto scaling. These are very, very much important, guys. Very, very important. Okay. These are very, very important. Launch template, all these things we have to learn. Okay. Don't worry. Once you learn slowly, you'll get it fun, and you have to fill it creating all the time. Okay. So otherwise, I was taking to get my Linux laptop now, Linux server, Linux machine, virtual machine. So what I have to do, go click on this instances. Okay. If I see here, I have one instances created, but instance is currently stopped. That's fine. Ignore this now. How we'll do, go to the instances, click on this launch instance button here. Launch instance. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to give a name to the server. You have to give a name to the server. Suppose I'll give us demo server. I'll give us demo server. So, and then what you do here, next one is the application or OS image. You have to find it out. So if I go here, it will take lots of time to tell you each and every stuff, but I'm not going to tell you now. In our next class, everything we'll discuss in detail. Now, so let me quickly select one of the image, which is Amazon Linux image. Let it be there, and it's make sure you have to select it as free tier eligible. There could be many images available. You have to find the image which is free tier available. If you don't see if this free tier available, then you have to pay for that. Okay, so I have selected free tier eligible. Good. Now the architecture 64-bit server I need, the processor I need this one, AMI, and description 5.1 this processor, AMI 2.0, all this, right? And instance type T2 micro. So we'll talk about this instance type and discuss more in detailed. I'm not talking about anything now. So key pair, select a key pair, and then select all these details. Okay, if I tell it will take lots of time, guys. I think if I go here, it will be, you'll not understand clearly because it's required a complete 1 day of time to create the servers and work on this. I'm not going to create anything now today. So that's all for today's class. I hope it's okay. Or else if I just continue to say that, it will take me maybe another 1 hour. Okay, maybe we'll do it freshly. Coming Monday, Monday the same time, 8 p.m. we'll start the class and talk about the issue. Is this fine, guys, with you?